So Silverstone is in RFA. The cars have been retuned to give you a more realistic feel, and more importantly, something that we have been waiting for a long time, and that is the time trial mode. So without further ado, let's jump into the time trial. Let's get ourselves a car and spawn it in, and let's get ourselves to the new Silverstone map. Alright, so we're here. Let's click drive. We gotta spawn the car again. That's just fine. Let's just spawn it right there. And let's get in on it and start the action. So we are in our little McLaren right now. And the car does feel different because of that retune that they introduced. I'll have to do a couple of laps to actually understand how it feels like, whether it's better or not. But I will let you all know. So far, the track doesn't look too bad. Obviously, not the most accurate version we've ever seen on Roblox. But I'll absolutely take it. Let's go through corpse. It's usually flat through here. Almost. Okay, that's fine. So I guess we gotta stay on this on that 7th gear, not shift up to 8th. Okay. Through here as well. The car understeering a little bit, which is not a usual RFA thing, but I guess that's just a new tune. Through here now. Let's see how bumpy this is. Yeah, I run wide again. That's great. Okay. All right. Not too bad to begin with. Let's actually have a look at the times and see what we have to beat here. Let's go into the lap times, if it's gonna work. That is. There we go. So, Silverstone lap times to beat. 109.5 is the current best. It might have been beaten by the time this video is uploaded. So you guys have to come and check yourselves. But I am aiming for at least top 15, which is a 112.9. So without further ado, let's get in on the action, shall we? Okay, so let's start our lap. So, through turn 1 we go, that's flat, okay, as usual. Now, up to here we come, let's brake on that 3rd sign right there. The car is easy to drive, as always. We're still definitely not on the pace, but the more laps we do, the more we understand how the car works. So, moving on, through here, let's see how we do. As the sun is going down and night is upon us, I actually forgot to close the day-night cycle, so we're not gonna have lights on the track, I presume. Maybe not. Okay. Through corpse we go. I had to brake just a little bit as I wasn't really sure what's going on. And I cannot, for the life of me, see in front of me. Okay. This is not going to work. I have to actually disable the day-night cycle. Let's do that real quick. There we go. Also, when you do that, this is a massive complaint of mine. When you do that, the game loses so much graphical fidelity. I have no idea why. It's like the shadows disappear. All just becomes so much worse graphic-wise. But anyways, moving on. Here's our 2nd lap. Let's actually treat this more professionally this time, as we don't have day-night cycle to deal with. So 114.9 is our best lap time right now. And you know what? Having a look at it, the top 15 will be very easy to beat with just 1 lap. So 114.9 current lap time. And as we move on, I'm starting to get more comfortable with this car. I have to say, it is fairly more understeery than the cars that we had before. But I'm gonna say that I actually like that feature now, because the old cars, they were actually too easy to drive with. So this brings in a level of difficulty, in my opinion. As we move on, Maggots, Beckett's, and Chapel. Through here, there we go. That was clean. Have I invalidated my lap, though? I can't actually remember. So let's just move on and see what happens. One thing that I did notice is the cars have tire wear in the time trial, which is something that shouldn't be happening. So hopefully they can fix that really soon, as we're going to be rounding up the few final corners. And as the virtual Raw Arthur is rounding up the final corners, I just want to thank Aspect Studios for sponsoring this video. They have created the best supercars racing game on Roblox, and if you want to check them out, the link is in the description. Back to those final few infamous corners. Off Silverstone, through the final corner we go, absolutely flat. We're going to be crossing the line right about now. 111.6. Does that mean we're already into the top 10? Oh, I have a ghost? Oh, would you look at that? That's me right there. Okay. I mean, it's not the smoothest moving thing, but I'll absolutely take it. I like that. I really like that. Anyways, back into the times. Let's see. 112s. Are we in the top 10 already? Yes, we are. We're in P9. 111.6. Okay, since it's so easy, I'm gonna try and get into the 110s. I'm sure I can absolutely get that with 1 lap. So let's actually try that and see how that goes. So we also have ERS that we can use on the car. I just don't remember. Yeah, it was the keybind F. So, alright. So we have the ghost right in front of us. Let's actually try and overtake it, because if we overtake it, then that means that we are actually quicker than our old lap time. I'm gonna be using ERS this lap as well, as I didn't use it on the last lap. No DRS on these cars, which is quite weird weird. We're already in 2024 and they still don't have the RS. Hopefully that can be fixed in the next update, but through here we go. Much smoother, I have to say myself. Deploying ERS on the exit really smoothly through there. I'm really happy with that. As we move on, I have no idea if it's purple, green or red, that sector, but we'll find out, I guess. Just a slight lift through there, as I'm still not fully confident taking that flat out, but hopefully that's not going to be too big of a problem. Down into the 6th gear. Don't invalidate please on the exit, thank you very much. As we go onto the back straight and into stow. Let's not mess that up as well, as we brake right there fairly early, just to make sure that we get the apex in into the 100 signboard, and I think we kind of messed that up. Yeah, we messed up the exit, but let's see. Is that going to be a quicker lap? Is that going to be slower? I'm sure it's going to be quicker. As we go across the line, a 110.6. That's really cool, I think, if you ask me. So that sets us high enough into the top 6, and I'm sure with just a little bit of effort, you guys will easily be able to beat that time. So let me know down in the comments if you guys were able to beat this time or not. That's mostly what this update includes though. There is time trial for every single circuit, but we just did Silverstone because it's the new circuit this time around. And if you guys want to do the time trial on other circuits, you're very much free to do. However, that's all from me this time around. And until my very next video, guys, do stay safe and bye-bye.